It's Beacon of Hope. Karibu sana. Welcome to Beacon of Hope. Yes, it's another program. It's another day when we host our Beacon of Hope program. It's Beacon of Hope, where we host different guests on a Friday evening. Could be Friday morning, could be Friday night, depending on where you are geographically. But where I am, it's Friday evening. So welcome to Beacon of Hope. I am your host, Councillor Elizabeth Kangede, Mrs. Bishop BK. We host this Beacon of Hope program every Friday. And our idea, our aim is to inspire, to motivate, and to inspire. Inspire, motivate, and actually also teach. We host different types of guests. For the last 2 weeks, we've had young people, and I must say, personally, I have been challenged by the young people in the diaspora. Dolkasi Jao tuned, karibu sana. It's good to see you, my sister. We've missed you so much. So, back to Beacon of Hope, Friday special edition, where I say we host different people, we host different guests. And tonight, yes, we are hosting another special guest. This time, not the young people, but an older gentleman who has lived in the diaspora, and he's coming to talk to us about his life in diaspora, how he's managed. He's going to share with us some of the challenges and what he, as a community person, he is doing. So before we go to that, I always like reminding you anything that is good for our community, and particularly us in the diaspora, I like sharing it with you. And last week, I did say we've got Ada Almond Estate Company Limited. I'm sharing that is why I'm going quiet, because I also want to share. I don't want any of my friends to miss out. And I hope you're doing the same as you joining, because I can see so many people joining in. Yes, I like reminding our people, if there's anything good, I don't want any of our people to miss out. And this time now, we are talking about investing back home. Yes, getting your own property. Are you looking for a property? Are you looking for a piece of land? And also, us in the diaspora, it could be a place where you want to go and settle. Maybe a holiday home. Maybe something you want to buy for your parents. Maybe for your own. So don't go any far. Almond Estate Company Limited. Almond Estate Company Limited. And I say very reliable. I know there are people you can bank on. And I've seen that, because so many of their properties are gone. And I'm going to show you what they have, so that you know what you're putting yourself into. So we've got Almond Kitsuru Heights Phase 2. Why is it Phase 2? Because Phase 1 is gone. Phase 1 is sold out. And that comprised of so many apartments, studio flats, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. Kitsuru Heights Phase 1 is gone completely. And guess what? Kitsuru Heights Phase 2 is halfway gone, halfway booked, because people are interested, because people have proved that Almond Estate Company Limited, they are reliable, they are the right people. You can bank on them. And I can tell you, I never put my name where I would be ashamed. So with as little as 1.8 M, you have a property in Kivishiko. Those of you who are familiar with Nairobi, about 15 kilometers from Nairobi. Look at that, from the main CBD. And we've got in this Almond Kitsuru Heights Phase 2, what do we have? We've got magnificent development, and it's located 15 kilometers from CBD, studio flats, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, spacious rooms. And yes, I have seen that. Very big. Ample parking, there is an elevator, and there is CCTV surveillance in it. And with as little as 1.8 M, you get yourself a property. Yes, let's have a go. What else is Almond offering us? Aha, they haven't finished. Then we go. Here we go. Almond Estates. Aha, see, this is my best. I love it. We've got bungalows. And you know what? These are going for 5.75 M. 5.75 M. But there's an offer, and I'm trying to push them. I was trying to push them. They haven't told me yes or no. I believe if you go through me, if you go through Beacon of Hope, you will be able to get that deal. If you pay cash, you can pay 4.95 M for that bungalow. And look at this, 3-bedroom and 2 of the beds is ensuite. Hi, 4.95. And this is beautiful. It's got gated community and a perimeter wall. You've got your own compound, spacious, well-lit rooms. I'm very, very particular in big rooms, yes. And then there's adequate water supply, so you cannot talk about cleanliness, yes. Touching the tarmac road, and there is 24/7 CCTV surveillance in them. Yes, the bungalows. Going for 5.75 million, but with the offer, if you mention Beacon of Hope, if you say Councillor Kang'ethe was advertising this, you will get them for 4.95 if you're paying cash. And it gets even better because there are those people who like Kateri soil. Yes, land. We've got Ada Gardens. And this wonderful name, Ada means ornament. And so something which is an ornament means it's something beautiful. And with this Ada Gardens, this is in Isinya, about 17 kilometers from Kiserian. You've got affordable electricity on site. It is available on site. Community area, boho. We've got estate manned gate and internal maram within and landscape trees. Look at that. And then the offer is 750,000 K, but there is an offer of, you can pay in installments. You need to call them, discuss this, get yourself this. And it is, look at the background there. It's beautiful land, very, very, very beautiful. I don't want to miss out. For all these and others, please get in touch with +254 733 874 080 +254 874 +254 733 874 080. And I can tell you for a fact that those people who have been in touch, they have told me they don't regret. I've got a few people who have called and they don't regret. Some people, and those of us who are away, we can send our relatives to go and see all these properties for us. And then you will not regret it. You will remember, I told you. Yes, I did tell you. So please don't miss out. Don't be left out. Come on, join the bandwagon. Let's go together. And I'll come back later. Esther Aduta is saying, hello, Councillor Elizabeth. Beautiful as always. Amen. I can see my brother Eveji. I can see my sister Regina Mombi. Yes, all these people are here because they know they learned something from Beacon of Hope. They know that Beacon of Hope is not a joke. We are here. We support each other. They know. Yes. Anybody who has been in Beacon of Hope, anybody who comes to Beacon of Hope know what they get from it. And tonight, I've just put up there that we've got a very, very special guest. He's a dear brother to me. I've been trying to get him. He's a very busy man. Trust me. I've been trying to bring him on the program, and every time he says, no, not this time. I've got this and that happening. And just for me, allow me, I do call him Mheshimiwa. This you come later. We'll discuss about this later. I do call him Mheshimiwa. And I say he's a dear brother to me. He has supported us in the diaspora in so many ways. I happen to be a beneficiary in so many ways for the time that he has been here. And this is all we call upon. Those people who are community-based, those people who have got the community at heart, they do support. And then it's not just the community here. He's supporting also the people at home. And we'll come to that. We'll discuss all that. But before we come to that, can we get to know who is this guest that I'm talking about? I keep saying my brother Thomas, my brother Thomas. Karibu, 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 Thomas. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Elizabeth?
Very, very well, thank you, Thomas. And my guest, Thomas Musau, like I said, my brother, I would like you to introduce yourself because I might say the names and you tell me that name is just for you. It's not for public use. Would you like to introduce yourself briefly?
No worries. Elizabeth, thank you for having me today. Yes, finally we managed to have this talk. It has been a while.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Thomas Musau. An entrepreneur, businessman, if you like. I am the director and the founder of ACS UK and ACS Kenya. I would call it ACS International because we have offices both here in the UK and Kenya, and currently setting up a branch in America. We specialize in training and recruitment, and mainly with vocational qualifications. What else do you want to say? Do you want me to say?
Wow. Before you go any further, because you get to know all this, because you never know. We could have even people in diaspora. We could have people back home who may benefit by what you said you do. Well done, Thomas. If you don't mind, how long have you lived in the UK for? Have you been here? Because people hear these things, and like when I stood as a counselor, people didn't believe I hadn't lived here for like the 30 years they say. Because if you are adventurous, if you are an entrepreneur like you are, it doesn't matter how long, you just need to focus. You just need to set your mind on it. Do you mind sharing with us?
No worries. I've been in the UK for nearly 19 years now. I came here as a student, and I decided to settle down. So it has been a while, but I'm a friend of Kenya. I'm always in Kenya. I've invested a lot in Kenya, and I'm always doing a lot of stuff there. So I still feel like I'm still in Kenya. But yes, I've been here for 19 years since I came over 2004.
I know you're saying you still feel like you're still in Kenya. We are coming to that because I know you have a lot of interest in Kenya. Every time I'm looking for you, you show me photos of you out in the community, out in Ukambani, and doing a lot of things. We'll come to that. First of all, let us know. You did say ACS. ACS, what is ACS? Would you like to explain? You said you are CEO, the CEO of ACS. What is ACS, please?
ACS International is a social enterprise, a company limited by guarantee. Those who know about the social enterprises, they come in different forms. And being a company limited by guarantee means we do a lot of social related activities such as training, work placements, as well as training people on things like job skills, supporting them into work. And that has always been my calling since I became self-employed nearly 15 years ago.
Right. It sounds like I know a bit of it, but I would like more people to get to know this because I've already seen questions have started coming in. There's a friend of mine here, Esther Nduta, is saying, do you offer training virtually? I am a tutor in vocational subjects. She's looking for a job already.
No problem. We do virtually as well as class-based. I just need to know what qualifications you are looking for, and we will be able to give you courses related to what you want. We don't offer everything, but we have quite a number of courses. Some of them are funded, some of them are you have to pay. So it depends on your status, immigration status, and also employment status. So about those, it has to be one-on-one because everybody has different status in the country, but we always have a career advisor who gives you all the information you need.
Wow. You know, when you say, don't forget, my program hosts all sorts of people. I see people from America, people from Kenya, people from UK, people from Arab Emirates. When you say it's sponsored by who? You know, let's break this down so that people can understand. Some of your courses are sponsored by who? Is it for unitary bodies? Is it the government? Or who sponsors some of the courses that you offer?
Right. It all depends on the program. Like we have programs that are funded by DWP. Like, for example, we are doing a project called Kickstart, where young graduates from the country are being given opportunities to offer to do their work placement and gain work experience. We also have people who are looking for work, who need CV writing, those who want to have maths and English. That's a different category, and that's we call it employability skills. So those are about DWP. Then we have other courses that we do in partnership with the colleges, local colleges. Local colleges are primarily funded by the Skills Funding Agency, SFA. With the Skills Funding Agency, an institution has to apply for funding for a particular program. And what they do is they look for partners, especially ourselves being ethnic minority oriented. They come to us because they want to target that community. We call them a hard to reach. And when it comes to hard to reach, we are talking about people, including refugees and asylum seekers, which we specialize in. So when we go out marketing our courses, we target those people, but that does not mean if you want to do a qualification, we will not give you. It is worth noting that most of the courses have to have a criteria to receive funding, and depending on the nature of the course or the qualification you want to do, we will have to check your, a lot of things that will make you qualify to get free qualification. I must also say that those qualifications are also available by paying. So it doesn't mean that you can't get the qualification if you don't qualify to get the free qualification.
Wow, this is quite interesting because I know, especially for now, those of you who are not in UK, for now we are discussing the UK assistance that you can get, but we are coming over because, like you had when Thomas introduced himself, he said this is international. And there's quite a lot of support. Plus, he's doing so many things back home in Kenya. So, for those of you in Kenya, your time is coming. Now, over here, how do you reach out? How do you get to know who needs this support? Or how can people get to know that this support is there? Because our core is support. Because if somebody doesn't know how to write a CV and they're looking for that support, if someone needs qualification in maths or English, for whatever purpose they want to move on, they want to maybe to engage in a certain environment or in a certain area, how can these people get to you, or how do you get your students? You also did say you work with colleges. Can you explain all these together, please?
Right. In terms of marketing, I would say a lot of times we have more demand than we can supply.
Yes.
Reason being, we do have partners, organizations. We have membership bodies like the local CVS, which stands for Community and Voluntary Service. This is an institution that coordinates voluntary organizations within each borough or council, local council. And when you are with them, you just need to say what funding you have, and all those organizations that are registered with the local council will refer people to you. We also use the Department for Works and the Pensions, DWP.
Yes.
We put our adverts on, and they will refer people when we have an opportunity for training. And then we also have a lot of people who have gone through our courses. Those people will usually pass the word through word of mouth. So we always have people calling in every day asking for this and that. But if you are there and you don't know about us, then just ask for Thomas or Musau. A lot of Kenyans have done their qualifications through us, especially security and the functional skills, which is the maths and the English for people who want to go to university and they don't have maths and English. So Again, if you want to reach us on, you can also go onto our website, which is www.a for Alpha, C for Charlie, S for Sierra, uk.org. I hope, Elizabeth, you're going to write the
Yes, you do that. You
website
right.
on this portal. But yes, and also you can reach the office number 0203 6595 251. We'll also give that number. But I must say, yes, for free courses, we always, the demand is always higher than supply. Sometimes we have people in the waiting list. So consider paying. We'll try and look after you.
Wow, quite interesting, because one of the reasons why I decided to have your Musau on my show is because, like, even we are Christians and we believe that the word of God says, "My people perish because of lack of knowledge." And if we don't expose you to the right people, people will not know where to get this. There could be somebody out there who needs these life skills, the functional qualifications, the functional skills, like maths, English, it could be ICT, and they do not know how to get this. Plus, I know, because I know I've worked alongside with you, you support our people, especially the Black, the minority, like we are called. You also give us services like the security trainings and all that. So that our people can know where to get to. This is quite interesting. Now, going back to Kenya, Musau, I know you've got some interests. I know I'm in politics, and I don't mind bringing that in here. But before we come to the political side of it, you've got some interest, and also you've got this ACS as international. What support are you giving to the people outside UK so that it can be called international? For example, I know you're working in Kenya, so what sort of services are you offering in Kenya?
Right. The main one at the moment, obviously, there are other projects that are community based, but professionally, we have been supporting nurses coming to the UK for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And this is through provision of international English qualification that they need to have before coming here. Until Corona, we were working all over Kenya in partnership with the Kenya Library Services, and we were delivering IELTS, as they call it, the International English Testing Qualification, which the nurses have to qualify. So we were in Kisumu, we were in Mombasa, we were in Nairobi, Nakuru, Eldoret, Nyeri, Garissa, Kisii, Voi, and all these places. We were delivering this qualification for nurses who want to come here, because the qualification is tricky. It's not that it is hard, but a lot of people who do this qualification, even when they have degree in languages, they fail because in our country they don't do listening and speaking. Everything is spoken, is written, and when it comes to speaking, listening, and reading, this is where our country men and women fail. And we saw that as an opportunity to support our people out there. And we set up that qualification. A few other agencies has come in who are doing that. And that's good, because the demand was too high. We still doing it. And there, apart from that, we also do something called CBT, which is computer-based nursing testing qualification, which they have to do before they actually apply to come and work in the UK. These two qualifications, we have been doing them for the last 3.5 years, and we have supported quite a number of people. After they qualify, they come over here. We work with a number of prime recruitment agencies that recruit nurses into the to the NHS and other private institutions. And yes, that's one of the things that we are doing at the moment. We are also doing, just recently, we started the healthcare qualifications, so that when the healthcare assistants get recruited to come over here, particularly with the new qualification, with the new agreement between UK and Kenya, we want them to come here, start work immediately. As SES UK, we've got approval to train and award nationally recognized qualifications with a number of awarding bodies. And what we did recently is we applied for a license to deliver some of these courses in Kenya. And the first was, those who are familiar with the healthcare sector, is called the Care Certificate. Care Certificate is a qualification that people have, is the minimum qualification or training you need if you are working as a healthcare assistant or support work in the UK. So as I speak now, we are set to start that qualification in Kenya through one of our awarding bodies. And yes, that's currently what we are doing in Kenya. Previously, we have done qualifications for trainers who want to be qualified to work in the UK as trainers. And we still have that qualification as well going for people who are interested.
Now, this is interesting because I am sure we've got viewers here who, it might not be them, but maybe they've got family, they've got friends, they've got relatives that they would like to support. Because I know when the president of Kenya, His Excellency, was here 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, there was an there was an agreement, and there was a bilateral agreement that they signed with our Prime Minister here to bring nurses over to Kenya. Is that part of what you're talking about?
Exactly. What is happening is the UK and the government of Kenya have got now a bilateral agreement to supply healthcare workers, and some of them are healthcare assistants. And although the information is not very clear, or not that is clear, but I would say they are still in talks on modalities. One of the things that we definitely know is these people must be qualified to work in the UK.
Yes.
And besides that, we got a lot of UK organizations or businesses that have got what we call Tier 2 license. This is like the license to recruit from abroad. So for those people who have that Tier 2 license, they will need to recruit people who have specific skills. And if you are not from the healthcare background and you want to recruit from Kenya, somebody who does not have that background, then they can easily access our training, and we give them a UK qualification in healthcare, because at the moment that license targets only areas of the places where there is demand, and one of them is healthcare. So a lot of people who have that Tier 2 license, businesses, are people looking to recruit in the healthcare sector. So we identified that need, and that's why we are now up doing that qualification in the next 2 weeks at the very least.
Wow, this sounds quite interesting, Thomas Musau, because like I said, I know there are people who have been calling me, who have been inquiring from me, and particularly people who are in Kenya who are interested in this. And when this came out, and I don't know what your take is on this, so many people went ahead and put that on social media and said, this is brain drain from Kenya. Do you agree with that? Because we still have a shortage of nurses and health assistants in Kenya, yet they are being imported, don't you think? I mean, I'm only asking because I've seen that. What your take is when people say bringing nurses, bringing healthcare assistants to the UK is brain drain. Do you agree, or what is your take on that?
Well, I would say that as a developing country, we need one of the our key assets as we have now, as of today now, is our training and education is quality and acceptable in the internationally, and you will notice that a lot of people currently are jobless in Kenya. I'll give
Yes.
you an example. I was privileged to meet the team that came with His Excellency the President, and mainly was on advisory level on what is happening now. And one of the things that I am going to ask them is that question, and I said, "Have you considered that?"
Yes.
You know, the first answer was they gave me a good example. They say there was a job, I think it was Aga Khan Hospital, of about 10 nurses, and there was 20,000 applicants for nurses looking for that job. And I would say that Kenya currently is overproducing its people, and there is need to export. And a lot of developing countries, including Philippines and India, have seen that market. And as we speak now, Kenya becomes, I think, third or fourth country to have this kind of agreement with the UK. And the countries that have that kind of agreement, or that bilateral agreement is they produce a certain number of people that are supposed to come and work here in other countries. And when what the country does, they do it just for export, not for their own use. And therefore, it's not like the country is trying to get the people who are in employment. Those who have seen the advert from the Ministry of Labor is that they are looking for unemployed people who are qualified,
Jobless people,
jobless people,
and
and
they are
they are
qualified.
there. And I can definitely tell you that they are there and they apply every single day to come here as nurses. Unfortunately, the traditional way of recruitment is they must have experience. And because of that, those who are not working are disadvantaged. So, what is happening with the traditional way of recruitment is those hospitals that have got the nurses, they are now the experienced one are leaving, and then they have to get on to they have to employ the unemployed, which is also working for our unemployed nurses. And then the unemployed nurses get into our hospitals, and those who have experience now are the ones that are being targeted in the traditional way. With this bilateral agreement, it will be different. It will be the fresh ones who are coming here, and therefore the hospitals are not going to be drained, they put it, in this particular
There'll be
project.
no brain drain.
There's no brain drain, and I really support this because a lot of people pay a lot of money, especially parents and the guardians, which I know most diasporans are involved in paying these fees. And imagine somebody has completed their training, their qualification, and they are at home doing nothing. This is a big issue we need to address, and I totally support the government initiative to export trained and qualified healthcare workers into the UK.
Wow, wow. Viewers, this is a beacon of hope, our Friday special show where we bring different people who come and teach, motivate, actually inspire, like our guest tonight is doing. Thomas is really inspiring. and motivating, and obviously telling people all what he's doing. And I can see a few comments here. And if you've got any questions, please do not hesitate. If we can handle them, we'll do that. Do not hesitate. Esther Duta says healthcare in Kenya is very expensive. And I think if people are trained at high standards, then Kenya too could gain and then alleviate healthcare. Yes, that's very true. Then same Esther Duta says more care places could be opened at lower costs. That is exactly what our guest is saying tonight. Once again, I continue welcoming you, those who are joining us. This is Beacon of Hope, Beacon, our Friday special show. And tonight, we have got Thomas Musau, who is a social entrepreneur and a businessman and a politician, and he's here. He's loaded, he's got too many hats on tonight. But before we go to the political, and I know there are people who are waiting, or we want to know, we still want to see how best through his businesses, through his what he has set up, how he can support our people both here and in Kenya. So far, I have learned that through the ACS, people can enroll through Thomas and his college, and they can do what we call the functional skills. Those of us who need extra maths and English, maybe just basic, he's there, he can offer, or even those who are starting from basics. Because trust me, we've got people here, not even just us from Kenya, because at least we know we get we get proper education, but we still have people here who they still struggle with the basic functional skills, basic maths and English for adults. So Thomas, in his college, he offers it. Then he also offers security training for those people who are looking for, is it AISIA? He does all that. And he's working alongside other bodies in Kenya. So kindly, as you join us, share, invite people. And those of you who want to follow us on YouTube, it's Beacon of Hope, Beacon. And like I said, kindly ask questions, comment. We are going to support where we can. Now, you did say, I wanted to know more about this care certificate. Care certificate. What is all about that? And I can see James Joroge is saying qualified nurses can be imported. Yes, but not healthcare assistants. Nurses in Kenya should take advantage of this opportunity. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. He thinks he has a different view, that he believes not healthcare assistants, but nurses, qualified nurses, should take advantage of this opportunity for now. Na hayo ni maoni yako, which is a good thing. So this care certificate, what is that? And this, and I don't know why, I don't know whether it's everybody or maybe it's on my side. There is a bit of it's not very clear. Can you tell me, those of you who are watching, is it clear on your side, Thomas?
Yeah, I think I can see you very well.
Not just the picture, but the sound. The sound seems
very good.
Distorted. It's mine on my side. It could be on my side. I'll see. Might be on my side because it says right. As long as I'll see, the people can tell us. They're the ones who are watching, and it's their show. Yes, and people, please share. Please invite people. I know we changed our time. We used to come at 8, but it's a different timing. And share. Even those people who are not here, they'll come and watch later. I know people are working. It's a Friday night, and people have got other businesses and all that. So this care certificate, who needs it, or how do they gain this?
Actually, this is our signature qualification, which I don't know why I always forget about it. I call it signature certificate because it's for newly the people who want to get into the care, and we always have a lot of people into this. What happens is in this country, if you want to work as a healthcare assistant, which a lot of people are into, because of the business is massive, and a lot of people have businesses in the care, they, by law, they must take through their carers at least this qualification. It has 15 modules, and what people go through is over a period of 1 to 3 weeks, depending on the on the structure of your of the qualification, because there are those who do part of it virtually. Some of them do them through distant learning, but usually it's between 1 week and 2 in the 3 weeks. So what happens is the people want to go into the care sector as beginners, and we have been fortunate enough to take them hundreds of these through our distance learning and also classroom learning. They have to register into this qualification, and they learn basic care skills, some of them including moving and handling, which is like how to move somebody who has mobility issues. We talk about safeguarding, which is about how to make sure that the clients are well taken care of, because some of them do not have what we call mental capacity. So all these things, and also about their rights, also about the professional aspect of it, like personal development. These are all qualifications that anybody going into the care must have this qualification. And a lot of agencies have faced the wrath of CQC, Care Quality Commission, if they recruit people who are not qualified, because they think that clients can be exposed. And when I mean clients, the people are being exposed to danger, and therefore this is a qualification that we have done for many years. And what we have done is we have applied for a license to take through our healthcare assistants or support workers who plan to apply for the UK jobs. And that includes those who are already qualified in Kenya. Reason being, their qualification in Kenya will not be recognized here. Just like the nurses have to come here and do an adaptation program, the same will happen to the healthcare assistant. So basically, that's what it is about.
Wow, viewers, I think this is quite interesting and very, very beneficial to all of us, because if it's not you, then you've got a family member, you've got a relative, you've got a friend who can benefit through this. And we just talked about the new program that has been signed, the agreement between the government of Kenya and the government of UK to bring in qualified nurses to come and work here, which is where Thomas is part of it. He's really supporting people. And at the end of it, we will leave our contacts, we will leave his contact, so that if you're interested, whatever way he can help you. Now, viewers, we take a very short break and we'll be back so that Thomas can have a drink, and then we'll be back. We'll be back. Right. I did say, and I've told you so many times that anything good that I find, I do not withhold it from you. So here we have Almond Estate Company. These are property people and land. They deal with property, they deal with land, and they are quite reliable. They are people I've worked with. They are people I can bank on. Almond Estate Company Limited. What do they have? Quickly, I'm gonna take you through what they have. Now, the first thing that they have is they've got Kitsuru Heights Phase 2. And I did say at the beginning, Phase 1 is gone, kaput, finished, sold out. Now, with this Kitsuru Heights Phase 2, and those people who have contacted the owners, they've told me they don't regret, they're happy with this. With as little as 1.8 M, you get your own property. It does not matter, even the young people. So you can have your studio flat, you can have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. Now, Almond Kitsuru Heights Phase 2, it's a magnificent upcoming development, and this is in Kivishiku. Those of you who know the city very well, it's just a few kilometers from the CBD. And when I say a few, it's about 15, 20 minutes drive, and 15 kilometers from the CBD. Comprises of studio flats, 1 and 2 bedroom flats. It features very spacious rooms, and we've seen that the rooms are spacious ample parking. There is an elevator because some of us are thinking, that's a higher rise, that's an apartment. There is an elevator and CCTV surveillance for security. And with as little as 1.8 M, you get yourself a property. And please get in touch with Almond Heights, Almond Estate Company Limited. Apologies, Almond Company Estate Company Limited, and you get your own property. Then that is not all. Yes, see what they have. And I keep saying this is one of my best. You've got the bungalows, 3-bedroom, and 2 of the rooms are en suite. 2 of the rooms are en suite, 3 bedrooms, and the cash they're selling at 5.75 M. And there's an offer if you pay cash, and if you mention Beacon of Hope, mention my name, Councillor Kang'ethe was advertising this, you get an offer of 4.95 M. I'll talk to them because the offer was ending on 15th. Let's see whether it's gone. Let's see whether we can extend a bit more. I'll find out. If you're interested, get in touch and mention my name. They might just allow you. So what do you have? So it's 3-bedroom and 2 of them are en suite. Gated community and the perimeter wall. Then you have got your own compound, spacious, well-lit rooms, adequate water supply, touching the tarmac, and 24/7 surveillance. Oh, with CCTV. What else? It even gets better. So Almond, the bungalows, the Almond, they have the best bungalows. Go for that. Then there are those of us who always believe, I buy all these properties, but eventually I must have a piece of land. Yes, Almond are still doing all this. So what we have, we've got Ada Gardens. With Ada Gardens, you've got an 8-acre plot. With this 8-acre plot, it's going for 750,000 Kenya shillings, and there is a discount if you're paying cash. There's a cash payment, and you're given 24-month installment. You just pay a deposit and then you pay the rest. Now, this Ada means it's a Hebrew word meaning ornament. So that's a beautiful thing. And if you look at the background, it looks beautiful. And please, they do arrange for transport. If you want to go and view free, you can be taken there to go and see so that you can decide. So available electricity on site, community area, there is a borehole, there is a chain link fence, estate manned gate, and internal maram within, and landscape trees. Payment options, as you can see, for all this, if you want to get in touch with Almond Estate Company Limited on 254-733-874-080. Almond Estate Company Limited on 254-733-874-080. And I can assure you, you will not regret. You will not regret. Viewers, welcome back. This is Beacon of Hope, Beacon, where we feature different guests. And tonight, our guest on Beacon of Hope is none other than one of us in the diaspora in UK, who is telling us, giving us, hints on living in the diaspora and how he's managed and what he is doing, venturing into different areas. And like I said, he is a man of many hats. So welcome back, Thomas Musau.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Now, Thomas, you did tell me, the last time we spoke, you did tell me you've got youth projects that you do both here and in Kenya. And because I can see we've got a few people in Kenya, can you tell us which are some of these projects, or if you don't mind sharing, you support? I saw you doing football matches and tournaments in Kenya. Can you tell us which are some of these programs that you have? And you are in UK, and these programs are still ongoing. Tell us, and why do you do them?
Right. Yes, as I said at the start, I feel like I'm still in Kenya because I'm always doing stuff there, and I like supporting my community just as I like supporting here. And one of my passion is in training and employment support, which I've been doing for years now, since 2012, 2013, through my NGO, DCP Kenya. This is a program where we get fresh graduates and people who have also completed colleges and are looking for work. We support them with employment support in terms of CV writing, in terms of job search, and mainly updating the CV. We also post opportunities onto their groups, which they also share. And other ways we do is support, give them opportunities to volunteer, which helps them get them broaden their CV or strengthen their CV.
Yes.
So sometimes somebody will come and has done BCom or project management, and we tell them there's this project. It's not a major one, but for experience and for your CV, you can work with us part time or as a volunteer, and then when the project is finished, what they do is they we we give them references. We also link them with the potential employers, like people we have worked with, and tell them this person is good in that and this. We have also run programs in IT because a lot of people who complete universities, and especially 5 years ago, they never used to do. They were not very good with the computers since there was no IT training. So we ran a program for nearly 4 years up to 2018 from 2013, and what we were doing, we were working with Google. What Google was doing was to provide training across in terms of workshops in partnership with the schools and the colleges, and we were running programs to teach or to train people on IT skills, including using just mobile phones and the stuff. So that is what I've been involved with, and also supporting my local school with things like computers to make sure that they have that head start in terms of IT. Those are some of the things we have done with the youth in the past. We're still working on other programs. At the moment, I can't say it because we haven't started. But yes, there are quite a number of programs we are doing with the different companies and NGOs in Kenya.
Wow, excellent. That's absolutely wonderful. Giving back to the community where you came from, which most of us maybe think you need to start big, like building schools and all that. Look at the small projects that you have. I also saw you giving football t-shirts and all that, which is you're encouraging the young people in a way with whatever little you have. That is very encouraging, Musau, because that tells me I don't have to wait to be that macho man, to be that rich man, to be giving thousands. But the little that you have, you send it back and you engage these young people. You send a few computers and you set up projects for them, which is really very, very, very encouraging. Now, coming back here in the UK, how can other people get to do these kind of things, or what are the barriers? Why do you think I should frame my question differently? What do you think hinders, or what are the barriers as why so many of us don't want to engage in these voluntary activities? What do you think? That is your thought when we say this. And viewers, please, I'm asking Thomas his views, and I'm going to give my views. And if you've got your own views, feel free to put that on the chat.
Absolutely, because I think everybody is different.
Yes.
And they have different callings. Personally, I'm a person who likes helping, and I feel good when I share whatever I have, whatever little I have. And personally, when I came to this country to do my master's, I ended up being a teacher. And being a teacher, like yourself, I found myself not enjoying it all One, because I was a teacher back home, and after I completed my degree in education, I went and taught for a few years, I think 2 or 3, and before I migrated. And one of the things that I liked about teaching in Africa is teachers were regarded with high esteem. Unlike here, students are funny. They will come to class, they don't have books, they don't have pens, and they expect you to give them the books and
We
the
manage.
pens.
We love it. We still manage, Thomas.
I know. And honestly, I say this is not really what I expected. I was lucky to get a part-time job in a college, and when I taught in college, it was completely different. I enjoyed working in a college with arguing points with the grown-ups, and it is that college that I met the head of department who told me, Thomas, we have a lot of partners who do this kind of qualifications because I was teaching English, which is my specialty, English and literature. And I was told, we have a lot of colleges, partners who actually train on our behalf people who have challenges with the language. They said, really? And I was like, he saw the way my face was beaming, and he said, I think you like that idea. I said, yes.
I'm interested in that.
The first thing was, he said, you can't leave the job because we don't have a teacher to take over. But this is something I'm going to discuss with my team. But what you need to do is find a place where you can train and find how many people can start. I went home and I was so happy, and everybody in the house noticed. So the following weekend, I couldn't wait for the weekend. I went meeting my friends and I was telling them I'm looking for this, I want to do this. And but within a month, I had a full class. And the money was coming from college. I was not going begging for money to do my college. That's the rest is history. And yes, I must say, sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's hard work, sometimes it is a matter of connections, because if you are connected or you are lucky, you find life is easy. But a lot of times it is not the way, the life is not what you expect. You find a lot of handles, you find that there are lots of barriers. We as Black people, we tend to put a lot of threat to other people, especially people see you speak good English, and themselves they are not born into this. They are born speaking English, but we are better in writing and speaking sometimes.
Yes, most times.
People who are not highly qualified will actually find a way of putting you down because they think they're going to get their job. And this is very, very practical, especially if you are working on a 9 to 5 job, where every day you are meeting people, you see they are highly qualified, you are more qualified than them, and when you show your skills, you become very insecure, and they find for ways of fighting you. It is a very difficult country, and we must always look back and say, where can you go if things are really bad? So that's why I love going back to Africa, where I can be appreciated, where although there are still challenges, I have right to demand what belongs to me. Here, there are times I have to close my eyes and they say, we are passing like Christians. We are still on the way. So there's a lot that I've learned in this country. The challenges are there, but I think the challenges have made people strong.
Yes,
there are a lot of opportunities as well, and those opportunities are the people need to look up to. Not to give up. The moment you give up in life, that's the day you mess your life completely.
Absolutely.
If there is somebody else there doing something and is successful, Just
Mm-hmm.
keep going and
Mm-hmm.
look forward. Don't ever go back and start thinking, oh my God, what's wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. Just be the right place at the right time.
The right
Make sure
time.
you work hard and
Mm-hmm.
don't compete with anyone. You are
Yes.
your own person.
Oh, yes, I love that. I love
Mm.
that. I love that, Thomas. I love that. No competition. There is enough room for everybody.
Thank you.
There's
That's the way
there's
it should be.
enough opportunities for everybody. I might even go and venture into what Thomas is doing, but you know what? I will still get my students, he will still get his. But the problem is that sometimes, and I'll say this, sometimes we are not willing to support each other. If I
Mm.
came to you and I wanted to learn more, you think, oh, counselor is coming and she might get more clients than me. So I'm not gonna, you kind of twist me in a way and you don't tell me how to get into what you've been doing. I have seen that. I've seen that.
Yeah,
Sometimes people are not
unfortunately,
open-minded. Mhm.
unfortunately, there is that issue as well. But all I can say is, if you share, you
Mhm.
actually get more. If you
Yes.
keep it to yourself, you only have what you have. The more
Mhm.
you share, the more you get. The
Mhm.
moment you open your mouth to share your experience, your skills with other people, the more it becomes part of you. And this is more true, cannot be more true than when you are a teacher. The more you teach, the more you understand your subject, and the
Mhm.
more you become better. So when you share your skills, when you share your experience with other people, those people, you are making their life better, and you don't know who will come back to you and partner with you, and you
Mhm.
find yourself
Mhm.
in and becoming bigger. And
Mhm.
there's one motivational book I read when I was growing up that said, if you make enough millionaires, then you become a millionaire yourself.
Uh-huh.
So target that, make enough millionaires, whether it's through wisdom, whether it's through sharing your skills, whether it is training them, and the more you give, the more you build your empire, and the more you become successful. And this is
Really.
what people should look into, thinking of the people like the Asian community, the way they support each other, and you find that they have better life than ourselves because we are all over the place. And if you
Yes.
are united,
Mhm. Mhm.
you become stronger. You become more successful. You support more people, and the people now take you seriously. The reason why being us black people, and I'm sorry to say, sometimes we find it hard to 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 see things working for us is because we are easily divided. We are
Mhm.
our
Mhm.
own
Go
enemies.
on, go on, go on.
We are,
Yes.
we are always competing with each other. So
Mhm.
when I
Mhm.
see you having like a good contract, you want that contract. Instead of going and say good things about me, you go and say, you know what he is doing? What happens is you will get that contract. It will go away from me. But what will happen? There's something that happened to me will happen to you. And if we
Yes.
are together, we will support each other on how to make life better for ourselves and bring more people into on board. That's how it works.
I love that. I love that, Thomas. Supporting working as a teamwork.
Mm,
Teamwork is what makes dream work.
mm.
Teamwork will make dreams work. You cannot, you can live with your dream forever, but there's teamwork that you help your dream to manifest. I love this. And I love the idea, what you've just said, not the idea, you've just said a point that not many people want to say that most of us don't want to work together. Like you mentioned, the Asians, yes, they work as families, they are so closely knit, but some of us still live in that fear. However, some of the people are scared or they live in the fear of what they've gone through. There is the English saying that once bitten, twice shy. So some people have been betrayed by their own people. And so they think, not anymore. I've had so and so. Thomas tried this. He was betrayed by his own people, messed up, and all that. So why would I want to give it a go? So
I
even
would
our
say
people,
people need to think twice about once bitten, twice shy. Just change it to Once bitten, always prepared, and go for it. Don't be scared. Yes. Once bitten, be prepared, and
He
then know how to
mentally, he
mitigate.
mentally prepared for it.
I've never seen a successful person who works alone. I've
Uh-huh.
yet to see. If there's somebody who did it, probably won a lottery, and
Uh-huh.
but we all know how money for lottery goes about. So self-made people are always people who work hard and network and are ready to share. That's the only
Absolutely.
way forward.
Hard work. I love that bit. Hard work, networking. I love my sister Esther Duta. She is here. And Esther Duta, if there is a lady I've learned a lot from, she loves networking. She will come, she will ask questions. She's not one who will be like, I know it all. She loves this. She'll be there. She'll support you. And yes, Thomas, this is where some of us fail. You know, we do not want to network. We do not want teamwork. You want what you start, it's mine and my project alone, and no one should know anything about it. You start it, you work alone, you die alone. I love this. And I will not forget that one of once beaten, you become, you learn more. It's a learning
Always
thing.
be prepared, but
You
keep
learn,
going. Don't go back. No,
keep
you
going.
dream you give up. That's the time your life is finished. So
Mm.
don't give up. Keep
Keep
going.
moving forward. Keep moving forward.
Mhm.
Now, Thomas, I don't know where time goes. I have no idea where time goes. Would you like to quickly mention a bit more on the politics? I know you love politics just like I do. That is why personally I've been a counselor now for 10 years in this country, and I'm aiming higher. Maybe back home, you never know. Time will tell. I might decide I want to go and vie. Why not? And all things are possible. And I believe I've got, or we've got what it takes. What do you think about politics, both here and at home?
Well. I wasn't prepared for this. But you being
Don't
a
venture, don't
politician,
venture into something that you don't feel comfortable doing.
you being a politician, I knew you would find a way going into this. But I'll say in brief that yes, I associate with politicians,
Mhm. But carefully, from a
and
distance.
yeah, I I have a few political friends.
Mhm.
One of whom passed on recently. May God
Oh,
rest his
sorry,
soul.
Dad. May he rest in peace.
Alambe Dile, who just the other day we we helped a gentleman who had been in jail, and he asked me if I could find a way of supporting him because he's his friend, and
Mhm.
I was able to give him a gift of a motorcycle to be moving about, or
Mhm.
to give it to someone to get him some money during for his upkeep because he had been in jail for I can't remember how many years for trumped up
Wow.
allegations. I won't
Mhm.
say much because sometimes you never know.
No, you
Uh,
don't go into details, the
I
finer
don't want to
details.
go. Yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yes, I have friends. I brought a few here to see Kenyans in the diaspora. I hosted them, and yes, I've seen good side of politics and bad side of politics because, as I said, I love Kenya and I engage with them. I've managed to get a lot of projects going in my area because of my association with people who is who within the region. And I'm sorry to say, my interest in politics is not really part of me. I prefer to be outside politics. But the more I keep away from them, the more I'm pushed into politics because I
Mhm.
see things that I don't like.
There we go.
You see what I mean? So what happens is I have been approached a few times and I've
Mhm.
been told, Musau, please come. We need you. I personally supported politicians by giving them either my car, taking it off road because sometimes they do other things, and saying, I'm going to support you, but I want you to do A, B, C, D.
Mhm.
But some of the people don't even do what they promise to do, and sometimes I get a bit disappointed.
Mhm.
So I had made my mind to go into the ballot box in
Mhm.
2022.
Mhm.
And one of the reasons why I decided was because of the disappointments. And then, because you have to work with the people, as I said, you don't go far alone. You want to go far,
Mhm.
yeah. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go, um,
Ah,
um, if you go far, you have to go with people. So I approached my kinsmen, as I call them, my elders, and asked them, what's going on? I said, don't do anything until the BBI is over. There's going to be a lot of realignments. So
and BBI
now
is
that
over
we make the
tonight.
topic today, I will talk about politics in the coming weeks. But for now, I'll excuse myself because I don't, for fear of contradiction.
Yes.
So,
Okay, okay, and like I said, obviously, even me, my show, I know I'm in politics here, which is clean politics, and I don't mind talking about my Labour Party, whatever party, and even back home, sometimes if there is a need, but I'm also very, very cautious. But I love what my sister Esther Duta has said. The need drives us to the calling in our lives. If there is a need, that is what you drive you to your calling in your life. But let's leave that for now because even here we can venture, even here we can support what you are doing already. When you talk about, you see a need, do you know that is what drives some of us to politics? That need there, you feel, oh, I'm sure there's something I can do to alleviate this. I'm sure there's something I can do to assist the people who cannot reach to the right person to deal with this issue anyway, which is a good thing for you. My best wishes. If you decide, if you don't, still you can continue supporting us and supporting the people who have decided they are into politics and they want to venture, because I'm looking further than what I've done now. I feel like I've done enough of this being in the council now. I need more. And God knows,
I
who
think
knows?
you'll be a good governor,
I
Councillor.
think whatever.
Yeah, I think
Listen,
you, with your experience, you need now to export it now
you never
from
know.
here to Africa
Tell
and
them, tell them to
teach them
wait
a
and
few
see.
things. Yeah.
I have invited so many of them. We have talked to them. You know that you've seen me host so many of them. I don't know whether they do listen. They think, oh, and they like telling us, politics in UK is different. No, 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 no. I believe it's the same. There isn't much difference. The only difference is that bit which you all talk about, the corruption, which is not so openly here. Anyway, when we come to that time, I will pray to God. And if he leads me into that, why not? I believe we can venture, we can go and support our people, we can go and give back. I've gained enough experience and I know I can. Anyway, when that
There
time
you go
comes,
now. I wanted to hear that.
watch out on your back.
100%.
Okay, tell them we are coming 2022, you never know. Right, Thomas, as we come to almost the end, because it's past 7, I don't know where time goes. Now, what would be your parting shot? What would you like to tell the people? Is there anything that people don't know about you that you feel people should know? This is what I do, this is what I can offer, this is me, and I'm here. Even as you give your contacts, please feel free now.
Look, I am who I am. I just like networking. I like supporting anyone with a dream. I believe as a self-made person, I have enough skills to mentor anyone who is particular, those who want to go into business. I support people in startups, and this I don't charge. I do it as a hobby because I want more people to be financially stable and also to make money. I don't
Yes.
believe in 9 to 5. Sorry if you are a 9 to 5 person, but I do think if you have a business, you can decide when to wake up and when to go
Mhm.
to sleep.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Although not everybody can be self-employed, but if you can and you think you have what it takes to be um, self-employed, you have a lot of people out there who can support. I've been supported. I support, and I think people who want to go into business, we need to support each other because
Yes.
it is only through that kind of support you can make it. And but as I said, you have to work hard. Don't think that you can be a businessman and be waking up at 9 and sleeping at 9. Forget. You need to be able to work 17 hours a day, and then also there will be time to a payment where you will be able to play golf half the day, half work. And in terms of youth, I also support the initiatives that support youth. Because
Mhm.
youth, especially in this country, I have a teenager. Most of them, I'm sorry to say, do not have a vision. They need a lot of support,
Mhm, mhm,
and
mhm,
they
mhm.
need to be helped
Focus
to
to focus. Mhm,
set their goals
mhm,
right.
mhm, mhm.
If we are parents, we need to show good example to them, and they push them. They will sometimes try to push your limits, but
Mhm.
remain very firm, and you will see the fruits of hard labor.
Thank
If
you.
you give up, then you give up your own sales, and that's not really good. So what
No,
I
you
can say
can't.
is,
Mhm.
in terms of skills, always if you are employed or whether you are self-employed, invest in yourself.
Mhm, mhm.
Read as much as you can. And WhatsApp and the Facebook is not going to take you anywhere. Those things, laughters are good, but have time to cross and just do your own things, and love your company. It's not everybody you associate with will give you
Mhm, mhm,
that
mhm.
lovely company. You can actually
Yes.
be your own company and excel.
Yes. Mhm,
So
mhm.
look after yourself and make sure that you follow your dream. Don't work for people for money. If you don't like what you are doing, it's time to think of something else that will
Mhm,
fulfill your
mhm,
life. This life
mhm.
is too short to, as Nigerians will say.
It's
Don't
the
stay,
life to.
don't be stagnant.
Mhm,
Push yourself, and you will surprise yourself.
mhm.
Everybody can do it. If a lot of people even who have various challenges, health and disability, and they have done it, you can do it. Just give it to your best. That's all I can say.
Wow, 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 viewers. This has been another show, another episode of Beacon of Hope Beacon, our Friday show where our guest Thomas Musau, who lives in the here in the UK, has poured out, has shared a lot, and actually I can see he still has a lot. Thomas Musau is a social entrepreneur. He's a business person. He's a coach. He supports people both here and in Kenya, and he runs a college, SES UK international. It's not just here, it's international. And there is a lot that you can gain by listening to him, by visiting him, by following what he's doing, including assisting those nurses, those people who are planning to come over after the agreement that was signed. Yes, and Esther Duta is saying that was personally to me. This was, thank you so much. Yes, thank you, Duta. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. That is what we want to hear. And even those who will come and watch after this. So, viewers, I would like to thank our guest, Thomas, tonight. And if need me, we might bring him back once this program rolls out. We would like him to come back and tell people more about it because I'm sure people are interested. I could see a few inbox questions, which, like you said, it's not yet. So these are not cases that we can deal with at the moment, but I'll hand them over personally so that Thomas, where possible, he can assist. So once again, thank you so much, Thomas Musau, for coming to my show.
My pleasure.
And God bless you with all your efforts, with all the endeavors, whatever you're doing, whatever you plan to do. And even as we look at 2022, watch out this space. We are there. either to support, to give our views, because we should not be quiet. Whatever we can do, whatever we can offer, we'll be there, because God has given us what we have and we should give it back. Disseminate, like what you're doing, disseminating the information that you have. So God bless you so much and have a blessed weekend. We'll be in touch, Thomas.
Thank you for having me, and God bless you.
God bless you and thank you ever so much. Thank you. Thank you. Viewers, this has been another episode, another show, a Beacon of Hope, Beacon Friday program. And thank you so much to those of you who joined, those who have been part of the show. I can see that there are still some people joining in. There are people who are joining now. So what I would request you to do is to share, so that anybody coming in after this will just follow. I don't mind people watch after this, which is excellent, because people are tied up. There's so much. Asante sana, Esther Duta. God bless you too. God bless you too. Now, before we wind up, I'll still remind you, are you looking to buy your property? Are you looking to have a home? Are you looking to buy a piece of land? Don't look any further. Almond Estate Company Limited are the real deal. They are the real deal. They are there for us, to support us, to help us grow. Are you looking to get a property? Be it a studio flat, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, with as little as a 1.8 M, you can get your own property in Nairobi. And this is not too far from the central, from the CBD. This is in Kivishiku. Those of you who know Nairobi very well, Kivishiku, just slightly outside the outskirts of Nairobi, so that it's a quite nice place. Kitsuru Heights Phase 1 is already gone, finished. Similar properties, they are sold out. And I can tell you, I've just gotten the information that even now, the next phase, Kitsuru Heights Phase 2, half of the properties are already booked, almost gone. I've seen, they're almost gone. Don't miss out, please, because you come and tell me, I wish I took that, because now I've seen somebody who bought and that person is renting out, making good money, or they're making it their holiday home, or they've left their mom or maybe somebody to live there and they feel satisfied. So please don't be left out. So already over 30 properties sold. And there are only 68, about 60 remaining. Please don't be left out. That's Kitsuru Heights Phase 2, where we have studio flats, and we've got 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom apartments. Very spacious rooms, ample parking. There's an elevator. Don't say, I'll be scared, I can't walk those high, stories. And then they also have CCTV surveillance 24/7, which is very good for our security. So please, starting from 1.8 M, get your own property. Come on, don't be left behind. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. What else do we have? I did say the other day, oh, I love this. I love this. Almond Estate Company Limited, they also have bungalows. This is a 3-bedroom and 2 of them are in suite. And the cash they're selling at 5.75 M. There's an offer. And I said, I'll find out whether they can still extend, because it was supposed to end on the 15th. But guess what? If you use my name today, if you say, I saw this on Beacon of Hope, Beacon with Councillor Kanyeve, you can still get that offer of 4.95 M. 3-bedroom bungalow. Oh, yes. And 2 of them are in suite. There's a gated community and a perimeter wall. You have got your own compound. The rooms are quite spacious and well lit. There is enough light. There's adequate water supply. So hygiene-wise, things are catered for. Touching the tarmac and 24/7 manned security surveillance. Wow. See? I care for you. I want you to get the best. There are those of us who feel, I would like a piece of land. Yes, an 1/8 acre from this Ada Gardens. Ada means ornament. Ada Gardens, an 1/8 acre of a plot you get with 750,000. And there is an offer if you pay cash. And they also offer finance, interest-free. Finance, interest-free. Where did you hear that? These Ada Gardens, we've got available electricity on site. And this is in Sinya, about 17 kilometers from Kiserian. Land is in Isinya, 17 kilometers from Kiserian. I always confuse Kiserian and it's Kiserian, yes. Just a few plots remaining. There were 320, about 100 remaining. So please Get yours. Community area, there's a borehole on site. There's electricity available on the site. Internal maram, estate manned gate, and landscaped trees within. Don't miss out. There's a cash payment, and there's also the 24-month installment-based payment for all these, plus the apartments, plus all that I say, the bungalows. Get in touch with +254 733 874 080, +254 733 874 080. Don't miss out. Don't be left behind. Get yours, get yours, get yours. I don't want you to regret and say, I wish I knew, I would have gone there, I would have bought this. Now, viewers, once again, we've come to the end of our program. For those of you who missed Beatrice, it's good to see you, my sister. I know you follow after this. It's always good to have you. Share, 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 so that whoever comes in will watch. I know there are people who are joining now. We just come to the end. That was quite a beautiful program where we had our guest, Thomas Musau, who is one of us. Until next week on Friday, when we have another different guest, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord do you good. Please watch. Keep safe. Those of you careful with COVID. Yes, COVID, we know that COVID is very much there. Please, please, please stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. And have a blessed weekend. We meet tomorrow night for Beacon of Hope with Bishop, the family program. That's a different one for me. And then on Sunday, those of you who are near, join us. Powerhouse Church. We meet at the Vibe Youth Center, and we meet at 1:30. And also, we are online. Join us. Thank you to all those people who have continued to support us, our fans, our viewers. God bless you. We love you all so much. Continue sharing, continue supporting us, continue encouraging us. We cannot do this without you. If we come in and nobody is watching, it's a bit discouraging. So yes, thank you, Beatrice Mungai, is saying you will watch later. Yes, be blessed too. Everybody be blessed. Have a blessed weekend. We love you so much. We love you because you love us. We know you wouldn't be here if you do not. You wouldn't be watching, even those who will watch later, if you did not love us. So God bless you. Take care. Till next time, this is Councillor Elizabeth Kang'ethe, Mrs. Bishop BK, signing off from London Borough of Buckingham Dagenham. God bless you. Much love. Good night, good day, good morning, good evening. From wherever you are, be blessed. Much love.